evening, friends. I hope you are safe and well. Let us discuss about the direct and indirect taxes. Under direct taxes, last lectures we have discussed about the salaries part. Now we are discuss the exemption part. In that, gratuity is very important. Gratuity under section 10, subsection 10. Gratuity means the free of charge. It is a gift. It is normally in respect of the very our favor or services rendered, but it is has become a legal obligations in almost all cases of the employment due to either the payment of the gratuity act or contract of the service. Any gratuitous payment made by the employer to the employee for the services rendered is to be considered as an income under the head salaries, as a definition of the salary includes gratuity. However, the provision of section 10 subsection 10 gives the exemption as the definition of the salary includes gratuity. However, the provision of the section 10 subsection 10 gives the exemption from tax in respect of the gratuities. Now, today we are going to learn certain provisions related to the gratuity and whether gratuity is taxable or not. That we are going to clear the discussion. Okay, so let us discuss the important part of gratuity. It is in our syllabus. Now, friends, gratuity means the lump sum payment to an employee at the time of retirement, resignation, or death. Gratuity is taxable income. However, it is exempt from tax to a certain extent, which is explained in this particular given table. If the gratuity has received while still in service, it is taxable. Let us discuss the important part whether it is taxable or not. Now, first of all, we should know about the status of the employee. Status of the employee means whether this particular employee is a government employee or non-government employee. The status we should know about. If the government employee is there, if the assessee is the government employee, so it is fully exempt. Whatever amount of gratuity received, it is totally non-taxable, exempt. If the assessee is a non-government employee and covered by payment of gratuity act, the exemption amount we have to calculate as per these rules. Actual amount received as a gratuity or rupees 10 lakhs or 15 days salary into length of the service, whichever is less. These three amounts we have to find out, and list of the amount will be considered as a exemption value. Now here salary means what? 15 days salary means what? How we will calculate the 15 days salary and what will be the length of the service, that we will discuss. Now salary means basic plus DA. 15 days salary means salary include 15 salary into 15 divided by 26. 26 means in a month 30 days are there. From these 30 days, 4 days are Sundays. Total days are 26. From this 26 we have to consider only 15 days, and 15 days salary we have to find out. The length of the service, number of year from the date of joining till the retirement. So it is called as the length of the service. Whenever we will talk about the length of the service, more than 6 months, if it is service is there, that the year also consider. For example, assessee retire after 17 years and 6 months, then we have to consider only length of the service 17 years. If he has retired 17 years and 7 months, that time length of the service we have to consider 18 years. These things you have to keep in mind. These are one of the important part. Then after that, friends, non-government employee not covered by Payment of Gratuity Act. How we will calculate the exemption value? The exemption value is actual gratuity received, or rupees 10 lakhs, or half month's average salary into length of the service. Now half month's average salary, how we will calculate half month's average salary? Salary includes basic plus DA plus commission. Half month means salary into half months. Length of the service means number of completed years from the joining to retirement. Length of the service, see the example, whenever year is there 17 years 6 months, we have to consider 17 years. So we have always consider the only completed years. Month always ignore. If the period is in month, then ignore it. So these rules for applicable for not covered by Payment of Gratuity Act non-government employee. Exemption value we can easily calculate. So I hope you understood the gratuity and their rules, whether it is taxable or exempt. Now we will discuss about the pension. Pension, section 10 subsection 10A. Usually a monthly payment to ex-employee or post-retirement. Employee may option to get full amount as a lump sum payment or instead of the monthly payment. So employee has the option to get lump sum and sometimes monthly also. So pension means what? Pension means after retirement benefit. There are two types of pension. First we will discuss lump sum pension. Lump sum pension is also known as commuted pension. Now if the commuted pension received by government employee, it is fully exempt. If the commuted pension received by non-government employee or other employee, then if he received the gratuity, exemption amount will be 1/3 of total pension. If he doesn't receive the gratuity, exemption amount will be half of the total pension. See friends, here lump sum pension, lump sum means after retirement employee received lump sum amount. Say Mr. X retired and he has received 50 lakhs as a pension. It is considered as a lump sum pension. It is known as a commuted pension. If he is government employee, it is totally exempt. If he is non-government employee, if he receives the gratuity, exemption amount will be 1/3 of the total pension. If he is a non-government employee and if he doesn't receive the gratuity, exemption amount will be half of the total pension. Now friends, next type that we are going to discuss pensions, next type is monthly pension. After retirement, employee received monthly pension. It is also called as a periodical pension. If he received monthly or periodical pension, so it is known as uncommuted pension. It is known as uncommuted pension. If the uncommuted pension received by government or non-government employee, it is fully taxable. Uncommuted pension means monthly pension, and monthly pension is taxable to all employee, not only government but also non-government also. So these things you have to keep in mind. We have discussed today the pension and gratuity. I hope you understood the taxability of gratuity and pension.